Hey, welcome back to my channel. We're gonna take a different direction than what we normally do here on Mixed Speed Alaskan Adventures. And we're gonna start building this 1983 square body Chevrolet Silverado into a stunt truck. You heard that right. We are going to perform a stunt with this one time, and you're gonna be there to see it.
I might fall from a tall building, I might roll a brand new car, 'cause I'm the unknown stuntman that made Redford such a star. I've never spent much time in school, but I taught ladies.
This is a treat. We actually have a celebrity right here driving the tow truck today, Keith McGee, NASCAR.
Sir.
For anyone who doesn't know him, you just tell me a little bit about yourself. So
yeah, first check me out on social media. It's all on there. Keith_McGee_7. Yeah, NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series. I drove the number 33 Moore Ford F-150. And yeah, so just recently, man, it was November. I was down in Tampa, Florida, Bradenton, Florida to be exact, at Cletus McFarland's racing the late mullets, 2.4 hours of late mullets. BJ Baldwin was my driving partner. We had car issues when BJ was in the car and we didn't finish where we wanted to, but I also won the Danger Ranger race at Bristol Motor Speedway on dirt.
Second, McGee comes across, your winner. McGee right there in the 1776, your winner of the Danger Ranger on the dirt at Bristol Motor Speedway.
Again, that is Keith McGee filling in for Derek from Vice Grip Garage. Derek from Vice Grip Garage.
Second driver swap. Let's hear it for Keith McGee.
Back in April.
that's awesome. Yeah. So he's actually going to be back up for the 4th of July when, now that you've seen this for the first time, next time he sees this, it's going to be ready to fly. So maybe we can talk him into autographing it before it before it goes off the cliff.
Definitely.
Yeah, well, thank you.
Yeah,
that is absolutely awesome. Really appreciate it.
Can't wait to see it.
All right, thank you. It's all of 19 degrees. It is December 22nd, and you are looking at the next project. Just got delivered. I'm gonna have to take some time and go around and figure out what all we don't have, maybe what we do have, so that we can watch this thing transform over the next number of months. And we're gonna get the Fall Guy truck in here, let it thaw out, kind of get an idea of what we're working with. So this is gonna be fun. It's a lot of wind outside. It's warmer. It's like 35 degrees. But pretty nasty out there, and it's going to take me a bit to get some vehicle swapping. And I think I'm going to need this to push the Fall Guy truck in here. So let's just get that started. We're going to warm this whole garage up, start melting the snow, and then we'll come back and take a tour of everything we do and don't have. Well, I'm still waiting on the snow to melt. I even pulled some off in my bucket, and it's just sitting here not melting very fast. Garage is set at 62 down here. It gives me, goodness, it's 72 up there in my work loft. But we're definitely above freezing here. We're just taking a while to thaw out. This fellow that donated the truck wants these wheels back. So I'm going to oblige his request. Get these off. I'm going to take the tarp off the bed too. That should help thaw the snow out there faster. What do we have here? This is a 83 Chevy Silverado. It is a V8. I don't yet know if this is a 305 or 350, but My gut tells me it's a 305. It's sitting on a 4x4 chassis, and it has an overdrive transmission. Doesn't have a whole lot else. Missing a few parts, as you can see while you're looking here, but nothing that maybe with your help and a lot of elbow grease we can't make happen. So let me walk you around it a little bit. Up top, we are looking at the engine, and my immediate need before we get this thing going is a carburetor and a distributor. I was looking here and noticed that this is a spread bore carburetor setup. If you have a spread bore carburetor that'll fit on this thing, please hit me up. I'll put some contact information in the description. We're also missing the distributor. Thank goodness the fellow I got this from took the time to plug stuff off. Hopefully we don't have a whole lot going on in here that's going to be an issue. Other than that, the engine seems to be pretty complete. I've checked it, it's got oil, we've got transmission fluid in it, we have power steering fluid. I don't see anything mixing up. We'll get into that later. Up here on the front hub, I did notice that the locker, that side has the manual lockers on the hub. The locker is missing on this hub, and I don't know whether or not that's going to be an issue for what we're going to do with this. So if you know anything about these lockers, if you have a locker, if you've got some extra parts, let me know. We are missing that, and I would like to be able to put that back together. Let's come on around the cab a little bit. So inside, it is pretty sparse right now, but I was noticing a few things about it. The odometer says 53,252 miles. I would bet you that's 153. These old models don't. It could be 253, but they're only 5-digit odometers, so we don't know. It does show that it is an overdrive transmission, so that should be a 700 R4. Inside, pretty sparse. I'm going to briefly let you look at the ceiling. It's a little rude, but there's some stickers and things up here, and yeah, that's about it. So I'm going to need to get this top in here cleaned up. It's not family friendly, and this is a family friendly channel, so we're going to get rid of those items. So the key is missing, which is not a big deal because the steering wheel's been unlocked. However, the ignition switch is down here, and what you do to start this is stick a screwdriver in the side of the actual ignition switch and shove it forward. This should get us running. I may end up putting a toggle switch or something. We want to make this really, really easy for the people that are going to be operating this thing for its final act on this planet. So that'll be done a little bit different, but yeah, pretty basic in here. I don't have to remove a seat or a headliner or anything else because it's already gone. We are going to have to take that windshield out though. So out back we have just an 8-foot bed, and this truck does have dual fuel tanks, which is pretty neat. Maybe that was really common back in the day, maybe it wasn't, but it has a tank on both sides. Just has a set of drum brakes in the back, and then all the way back around here, it actually has a tailgate, believe it or not, and a step bumper. So this is in pretty good shape considering, all things considered. And this is the worst body rust I have on the whole truck right here. So that's not bad, not for a 1983. The chassis is actually very complete, and even though it's rusty, this is not bad rust. I've seen much newer trucks in far worse condition. This would actually clean up pretty easily. It's got a nice receiver hitch in the back too. So this is an interesting thing. We've had a lot of snow here in the last little bit. In fact, I think we're at record snowfall levels. And this truck clearly was sitting outside. It arrived here with a load of firewood in it and a spare tire to something, not this truck. And I don't know what else. I dug this out a little while ago. This goes to the bottom under the steering column. That was down in here. I don't know if there are any other goodies that I'm missing, but I did notice it has a bag of clothing or something up there. That's actually frozen in, so maybe in the next few hours it'll continue to thaw and I can get that out of here. But hey, I got some nice firewood to take out when we go four-wheeling with the Humvee, so I guess that's a bonus, right? Last July, we took you on a trip up to the Glacier View for the annual 4th of July car launch.
in place.
Now, in Alaska during the summer, the sun really doesn't set. And 4th of July without fireworks doesn't feel like 4th of July. So that's why we have our very own fireworks here in the form of launching cars off the cliff. And that's what this is going to be destined to do. And with that being said, I want to invite you to be a part of it with me. And so what do I mean by that? I'm looking for some things. I'm looking for some sponsorship. I'm looking for some donations. I'm looking for some parts. My goal with this truck is to make it look like the Fall Guy truck from the 1981 TV show Fall Guy with Lee Majors. That truck was actually a GMC 2500 8-foot bed 4x4, was a two-tone color like a brown and a gold, had a nice chrome roll bar in the back, had 37s on it, lift kit, and a little bit of a some sort of a winch in the front and a brush guard. That's what I want this truck to look like, because I think it is perfect to be a fall guy or a fly guy, however you want to put it, but this is going to be the ultimate stunt at 300 feet off of a cliff in front of a lot of people. So what do I need? I'll put my contact down below in the description, and I'm looking for some things. So if you have a carburetor, spread bore, if you have an HEI distributor, some plug wires, if you have a square body front assembly and a set of doors, please hit me up. I'm also looking for some old 37-inch tires that I can put on here. These are 6-lug, this is a 1500, so I'm needing a 6-lug bolt pattern rim to put some on here. We'll need to put a lift kit on it, and I'm pretty sure that's going to finish it up. So we're looking at the brown and gold paint scheme. We're looking at GMC emblems on it to match the Fall Guy, and 37-inch tires, roll cage, actually pretty basic. But with all that being said, I really need to know that this engine runs, and I don't have a way of checking until I have a carburetor and I have an ignition system on it. And hopefully I can gather those things real soon, and our next video on this will be trying to get this to start and run. As far as getting it to start and run, in order for it to be in the 4th of July event, it's going to have to be able to move around under its own power. It's going to have to climb the cliff on the roadway, and then it's going to have to run at full throttle off the end of it. So when you think about that, it's not that big of a deal, but we want it to be reliable. We want to make sure that when they reach in and hit the key and pull the throttle back, it's going to go. So those are our goals, and that's where we're going with this. And I really hope that you'll join us as we take this new journey. And I hope you'll partner with us on this. And we're going to just have a blast together. I cannot wait for the 4th of July this year, because this is going to be really, really awesome. Thanks for watching. Check the description down below. Reach out to me if you have any parts or anything that'll be helpful. And I will see you guys soon.
I might fall from a tall building, I might roll